too pressed. Patient midfield line from Sip out here is probably going to make this kind of difficult to move into their opponent's half. And again, back and forth roam. Kind of expected for game number 1, but not really sure what's going to break this open. Apparently, it is that. Win today, going to get the first goal here for Anchor Bay. Gameplay like this, you eventually see teams start to take the risks, but as we get into the last 2 minutes of this game, this passiveness continues to be a problem here for DHS.
Yes, 110%. You know, we're on right now with Sif for the Dakota side, and Kazga, he's going to be able to tie things up as Dakota going to be able to find
Usually we're used to the duo of Sif and Kazga, the ones going back and forth trading goals and assists. This time it's Byra and Kazga, the two of them. Oh my word, I was going to say, just getting goal after goal, but finally there's an interruption. Ducky with the tightest angle out of the corner I've ever. It's going to be Anchor Bay. They have looked fantastic, but unfortunately they've only got a half a game remaining to try and show that. And not only do they need 2 goals, they now need a third. Kazga with possibly the dagger here in game number 5.
They now have a minute remaining. Can they withstand this onslaught coming out of Anchor Bay? Will Anchor Bay be able to find that equalizer and tie things up and send us to an overtime? No! Kazga saying, listen, Anchor Bay, you guys, you thought you were going to win today. We let it be close. We let you have hope, but we're going to be taking that hope right on back. Kazga, beautiful goal. They're taking a 2-goal advantage. Ducky rework.
Again, there's a reason we're hinging our bets on this squad. They are not only the first team to take down this squad in multiple months, they're the first team to really give them a run for their money. 3rd goal now comes in for win today, and Anchor Bay be your MASSP champions.
Yes, they're going to have to repeat that performance from a couple of minutes ago because there's only 20 seconds left. Kazga's still putting that offensive pressure on, and Sif going to be able to follow it up. That's going to be the cherry on top.
Now coming up with some aerial play, playing it off the back wall. Fear Classic denies that attempt. 3:50 remaining. That's going the opposite way. Critical thinking. That's going to be credited as a save. He came very far to be able to get that cleared out. Eris now going to just touch it into the corner, but Boss almost took that away, and now it's going the opposite direction. Can he play it off the wall?
Even if they had made the save there, in my opinion, I think that still would have been a goal for the Dragons. They were right on the heels, waiting for that counterattacking opportunity. This really does feel like game 1, especially when Eris does it again. Another open goal from a quick counterattack, and yet again, the Dragons will strike.
That's another unfortunate one. Sometimes it just happens where you're going for multiple boosts, but Walrus says, look, Eris now coming up with some aerial play, playing it off the back wall. Fear Classic denies that attempt. 3:50 remaining. That's going the opposite way. Critical thinking. That's going to be credited as a save. He came very far to be able to get that cleared out. Eris now going to just touch it into the corner, but Boss almost took that away, and now it's going the opposite direction. Can he play it off the wall?
Even if they had made the save there, in my opinion, I think that still would have been a goal for the Dragons. They were right on the heels, waiting for that counterattacking opportunity. This really does feel like game 1, especially when Eris does it again. Another open goal from a quick counterattack, and yet again, the Dragons will strike.
That's another unfortunate one. Sometimes it just happens where you're going for multiple boosts, but Walrus says, look, we got to keep it within 1.
No doubt, Dragons. They did a fantastic job here at even when it looked like the momentum might shift away from them, it did not. Holding tight, and they are going to be your CIF Esports Initiative Group champions. Congratulations.
Soul is 1 dragon further away. Means that there's another less reason to fight, but they're choosing to fight anyway.
Cornerforge goes used by Seraphim, but it's the Brandon who absolutely eviscerates the Lulu into a bullet time, picking up the kill onto Much Bad PvP. Mr. Korea will, with a little bit of help from that, chase down Seraphim. It's going to be a 3-4-0 going over with only controlling G1 alive. They find the turret, they force the flash out of the Jinx, who gets stunned up regardless. A 4th kill comes in. Zoe's still in bot lane, and a potential turret into Baron play now for Northman.
Good job in themselves. So we have this dragon started up, got a big fight. First chance to see the Wombo.
Both team want this Chemtech. That's going to be a beautiful time. But Brandon gets the first kill, and it's going to be one for Joel as well. Kennen gets into the party as well, picks up a double. Mr. Korea does well. Funnyman wants to chase down the last remaining member of East Kenwood and has done a great job with that kill. Will be passed over to the Vigar as well. 2 kills for Vigar, 2 kills for Kennen, 1 kill for Misfortune, and a dragon going over to Everfrost. Meanwhile, Sleepy just trying to escape with their lives. They knocked out to the bullet time, and the Slice of Maelstrom ripping through the Korea gets another kill. And with the pullback coming in from Rell, much bad PvP will die for the 4th time this game. G1 is going to escape with just a tiniest bit of health. Throwing back the ultimate, picking up the kill. Meanwhile, the turret is not going to provide any safety for Seraphine, who dies to that final shot. The damage down onto the Misfortune, not able to secure any kills. Yes, the stun connection is big, but Mr. Korea is even bigger. The slicing Maelstrom, the bullet time, and just like that, EKR no more. They will lose out in game 1 to Northvale, who will be 1-0 up on the back of 2 perfectly timed ultimates from Kennen and Misfortune.
Oh, call it a slaughterhouse, because Mr. Korea's slicing Maelstrom cuts through them like cheap pieces of meat. Order up, that's going to be some barbecue ready for the table.
Game 1 goes to Northvale, the #1 seeds are out. Tender Crystal Arrow connecting. It is going to be Victor running. Sorry, and that's going to be Jarvan running straight down. Cosmic Radiance use teleport channeling as well. 4v4 brewing in the bot lane. Yone going super aggressive. Sleeping, not able to avoid the curtain call. Strike to silence. Connects, and it's a 1-for-1. Cataclysm now connects onto Funnyman, who's trapped. Volley finds the slow onto Mr. Korea, who flashes away from the rupture. One shots the Victor, but at least the much bad PvP going aggressive onto everybody who remained up on top side. Yone will have the opportunity to teleport in with much bad PvP so low. Mr. Korea has set their eyes on this target. Curtain call reigns in, as does the life form disintegration, raised so much damage. Codex Andrew just about able to survive. The kill is turned around as Ash finds one, tries to dodge around, finds a nice volley, finds damage after damage after damage, gets a good bit of shielding, dodges away from the Vel'Koz, and finds a triple kill. Oh baby, G1 absolutely went enormous. The perfectly timed flash, the perfectly timed cleanse, and that is the play there. Just focusing them down, taking structure after structure. Fiddle is back alive, does not have the ultimate available, but Mr. Korea going aggressive, trying to bounce back, taking so much damage straight to the face. Much bad PvP, eating up a lot of the damage, and Funnyman being eaten up by Codex Andrew. The Cosmic Radiance comes in, but it's too late. The Guardian's Angel will be used, but it's not there for Joel Mole, who gets eviscerated by Ash, who finds a double, almost finds a triple kill, but Nad flashing away to prevent that one, will not be able to prevent the end of the game, will not be able to prevent the equalizer in this series, and it will now be sudden death as we go to game 3 between East Kentwood and Northvale.
Oh, bring on the decider. Slick plays out of the AD carry from East Kentwood. Seriously, my MVP for us.
No, fantastic stuff there. But I mean, honestly, great stuff from Daps. Oh, that was a little scary to be able to tech that, especially at about 193. But that's a laser that won't. It will kill. That's great. All of a sudden, Sazagai is in the game. Honestly, just a few more strong hits here. That's a grab to put on 62. Daps is in trouble last.
Throwing out the boomerang, now covering space, coming in. This is the same situation that we saw ourselves in the first game as well, with Daps going up 3 stocks to 1. We'll have to see if Syzygy can get themselves back in like they did during the last one and maybe steal out a win. But at least the way it's going right now, they do find themselves at 72%. Now deep off stage, the Z drop with the bomb and the falling Nair. That's going to be a 3-stock coming through from Daps, putting himself up.
Strong punishes from Baroa, and this is going to continue here. That's a big up tilt in the back here, not able to take the stock, but 79% is huge. Uh-oh.
Speaking of huge, the damage just does not stop. The hits just do not stop from Feroa. They find the back air there, and now all of a sudden they are up 3 stocks to 1.
They continue to just kind of dance around here. Normie's just honestly fighting for their life at the moment. I mean, also just... That's going to be it. Never mind. And we're going to see a game 4 to close it all out 3-1 in Baroa's favor, keeping the Super Smith Bros. Fluffy has anything to say about that? See if they can put a little bit of a damper down onto the Falcon player here. They've already off to a hot start, right? Like you mentioned, missing this 0 to death, but being able to get a huge stock of that spike, and now Luigi in a really compromised spot here. Can they find a way back? Oh, no! We see a downward spike right back, but throwing the stock away.
Life in the process. That is certainly an unfortunate way to go out, and they just got grabbed at 0, Skiff. Is that it? That is it.
Listen, I respect the fact that Fluffies is willing to come in here and just do their thing, man. They're here to get these W's and get out.
Going for this roller, but Fyra has done a great job so far of avoiding all of that, making sure that they're not caught by an early KO.
I mean, it definitely helps that Falco has a laser to disrupt the roller, right? But also just can stay in the air. Fantastic aerials to be able to land on it. Oh, but you know what? Oh, no, he didn't cancel. That's so unfortunate for him. Yeah, for sure. Maybe they got a little bit hesitant because they messed up the roller cancel. Last time, goes for it again. And then, oh my God, you run into the shield. and Firewall is just sitting there waiting, gets the shield, gets the up tilt, which will always follow right into that back air. Fantastic stuff to be able to bring that all the way back.